Well, why don't we go ahead and get started? I'm Mike Salisbury. I'm the Director of Quantrix, and I want to welcome you to the New Data Integrations webinar. We're very excited to show you some of the new data integration functionality we have in Quantrix version.
So I'm just going to bring up Quantrix here. First thing I just wanted to point out, because I wanted to make this demonstration as complete as possible, is to connect to the Salesforce instance, you're going to need your Salesforce token. So for any users out there that wondered how to get that, just to make this fully complete, you would go into your Salesforce, you'd go to your name up here in the top right, My Settings, and then you'd go to, where is it, Reset My Security Token, just there. And you click that button, and that's going to send you an email from salesforce.com with your security token, and that's what you'll use to connect up to Quantrix Modeler. So connecting to Salesforce is very similar to much the way like you'd import other types of data into Quantrix. You go up here to the Data tab in the menu, go to Data Link, and you create a data link. And you'll see here in version 6 there's this new option for a Salesforce data source. I select this data source, I click Next, and then I go ahead and choose whether I want to connect to a production connection or a sandbox connection. And this is going to be based on whatever username you're using to connect. When I click Next, the wizard is going to go ahead and is going to query Salesforce and bring back a list of the tables available for me to bring back fields from. So for anyone who's familiar with Salesforce, a lot of these will look very familiar, especially if you're a Salesforce administrator. You can also use the quick search button up here, so I'm just going to search for accounts, and you can see, if I spell it right, it's going to give me a list of all the tables with account inside that. When I select accounts, I can either double click or use the next button down here. It's going to go off and it's going to fetch all of the field names from that account table. And you'll notice there's 3 distinct areas, or really 4 distinct areas. There's the fields down here, there's the filters section, the filter logic section, and a preview section. So this is quite similar if you've used Salesforce before, with your fields down the left, your filters, filter logic, and then your preview at the bottom. I can use the quick find again in the fields here, so if I search for account, you can see it's going to return a list of fields which have the account in their name. And then you can either drag fields from the field pane into your preview, like so, or you can double click a field to bring fields into the preview. So if I go here to account type, I double click, that's going to bring it into the preview. So you can see there it's brought back my account types. So I'm quickly going to create another Salesforce import quickly, just to show you how quickly you can build these up. Salesforce, connect to Salesforce. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to go to account, I'm going to bring back ID, name, actually not name, type, industry, employees. Check my preview. I'm going to go ahead and bring this in just as a 2-dimensional table and click Finish. And you can see there pretty quickly it's going to bring in around 2,000 rows of account data. So once now we've done this Salesforce import, I wanted to show you how we can export this data to Tableau. To do that, I just go to File, Export. I'm going to select my 2D data matrix first, File, Export, and export to Tableau Extract. So that is a TDE format for those familiar with Tableau. And it's going to ask me which view I want to export. Again, I want to export this 2D data matrix. And then I have the option to select my data item category. So as I'll show you later, this will be inferred automatically if you have a data item present in the matrix. But here I don't, so I'm just going to go and select column, and that's going to infer my data types. So you can see here it's correctly inferred